For this project, you're going to need your square that you've already created, and check out the video previous if you need that one. You're going to need your hook. If you're using the So Crafty Ombre yarn like me, you're going to be using a size 6. If you're using a regular DK, try and use something like a 3.5mm. That works really well. You're going to need a tapestry needle for sewing in your ends, and some scissors or snips. So let's get started. We're going to join our yarn in the corner, just because it makes the work much smoother for when we do each round. So what we're going to do is insert our hook into our chain space in the corner, holding our yarn at the back, pull up our yarn in the corner there, and we're going to make a chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If you're experienced, I recommend weaving the tail of your yarn in while you make this. If you're not and you're a beginner, which is totally fine, I would just recommend leaving the tail of your yarn and you can sew that in afterwards, just so we can focus on learning the stitches and getting crochet confident. Okay, so now from here we are going to make 3 double crochets into our corner space. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets. So I'll just spread that out for you. So we've made part of our corner here, and in every one of these larger chain spaces in between the 3 clusters, we're going to be making 3 double crochets, and this is going to be a granny square blanket with a beautiful feature piece in the middle. So let's make our next cluster. So in the next chain space, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and moving to the next one, double crochet, double crochet, and double crochet. Next chain space, double crochet, double crochet, and double crochet. You'll notice there's a pattern here. It's one that's really repetitive, and that's good because when we're practicing our stitches, it means we can just move through this project, growing our confidence and also producing a gorgeous, gorgeous blanket at the same time. So you'll begin to actually, as you work through, just feeling along with your fingers where the next chain space is, and that's really good. That's you getting used to it. And you'll actually, when you've done it a few times, you'll actually start watching the television or something and not even looking down at your work for a little while, which is really good, showing that you're really getting to grip with your stitches. So now we're going to make 3 double crochets in the next. And 3 in the next. And now we're at the corner again. So for our corner, we do 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets. And this just gives us our corner increase. And sometimes in the beginning, you do have to keep checking yourself when you're doing your corners, just until you get your confidence there. And that's totally okay. You'll find yourself unraveling your work a little, and that's fine because you're learning. Sometimes as a beginner we accidentally put our corner in the wrong place, and all we have to do is just unravel our work until, or frog as it's called, our work until we get back to a place that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just showing you what this looks like at the moment, just so you can compare it with mine. There's your corner there. 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and in each of these larger chain spaces in between our clusters of 3, we have our 3 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to do the next row, well, the next straight edge, I should say, on our round and our corner, and going all the way around back to where we began our round in the same manner. And we're back to our corner again, where we've done 3 double crochets already in this chain space. We're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 3 double crochets. If you're having any trouble with your corners while you're making your granny square blanket, what I recommend doing is adding a stitch marker to your corner, and then as you work that corner, you, like you have done here for example, you'd move your stitch marker up. And if you don't have stitch markers, that's totally fine. You could use a scrap of yarn, and literally you can just feed it through your corner. So you could literally just insert your hook and pull up the scrap of yarn and loop it around again just to secure it. It's only a temporary marker, and just have that there to mark your corner. So if you ever do find yourself you're not really feeling very confident yet with your corners, I would definitely mark them just to make it easier for yourself working through your project. And we've all been a beginner, so we've all been there, and it's totally fine to, you know, add a stitch marker, add a piece of yarn just to mark your place, or give yourself a reminder if that's helpful to you. If you've got another way of doing that, do mention in the comments what you do to actually mark your corner or remind yourself of something with your crochet, like where your corner is, so you don't forget that extra pattern that you're doing in the corner. Because our corners, we do our 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then on our straights we're just doing 3 double crochets as we go along. So sometimes it is good to have a little reminder, and then you can get really confident in your crochet. Okay, we're almost back now at the beginning of our round. And what we're going to do here is, approaching our beginning corner, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Let me just move that out of the way. Double crochet and double crochet. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to join our work in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we have it. We have our granny square increase there, and that's round 1 of our granny square. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the same process, as many rounds as you wish, to get the size you desire for your blanket. Once you've got the size you want, simply cut your yarn, pull your yarn through the loop there, pull it tight and sew in your end. Now check out the video on the border so that you can add a gorgeous little petal edge to your beautiful blanket. I'll see you on the next video.